Welcome back to Studio 5. You know, so often we define our happiness by all that we have. Our family, our friends, our faith, our possessions, our beliefs, even our feelings. Those are all good things. But our next guest has identified 6 things to give up for a happier life. Therapist Julie Hanks is a Studio 5 contributor and owner of Wasatch Family Therapy. And big news, she was also just named the number 2 therapist to watch on the web by Dr. Oz's Share Care website. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's a huge nod. Not surprised.
Well,
you're doing amazing things.
Thank you.
Here and on the web.
Thanks so much.
I want to jump right in because you've compiled a really powerful list, but you're not just telling us what to give up, you're actually giving us the words to help us do it.
Right, because I could say, well, stop doing this, but how do you do it? So I'm going to give mantras, things that we can say, okay, this is the direction I want to head in my life, to make it a positive thing instead of, oh, I just can't do this anymore.
What's the first thing we're giving up?
We are giving up needing to be right. Most relationship problems, most unhappiness comes from us trying to prove that we are right about something, that our view, our perspective, our beliefs, the way we think it should go is right.
Most relationship problems stem from that?
Yes. Think about it. We spend so much time trying to prove that we're right, when really perception is reality most of the time. I mean, there's very few things that are like right and wrong. Like, should I just go over and punch someone? No, you know, that's wrong. But everything else is perspective.
Well, as a therapist, when you're working with a couple and you're coming to this point, right, where she thinks she's right, he thinks he's right, how often do you find that, hey, you both are right in a way?
Right, and with parenting too, think of parents, we try to justify the way that we parent and make our kids wrong. You know, we spend so much time, and if we're just willing to go, there are multiple realities, multiple views. Think about seeing a car accident. Anybody can, from different angles, it looks different, right? You can have reports, oh, well, no, this happened, no, this happened. There are different views, and that's okay. And the mantra that I want people to think about is, I'm open, I'm willing to be wrong. I'm open to looking at my perspective differently.
This idea of placing blame also made your list as something we should just give up for 2014.
Yeah, it happens all the time at my house. The first thing, you know, someone's upset. Who moved my this? Who ate the last yesterday it was who ate the last brownie? We want to blame someone instead of just focusing on the solution. Oh, there's no brownies left. Let's make a new batch. Like, why do we want to pin other people down and blame them? So, but that doesn't mean we don't hold people accountable. So do you see the difference?
Yeah,
it's like blaming versus like, oh, you ate the last one, why don't you help me make the next batch of brownies?
We just saw the mantra for that one. I am responsible for my actions and my responses.
Right. So I am responsible for how I react. I don't have to blame other people for my feelings, unhappiness, my situation.
That also would smooth out a lot of relationship and household contention, right?
Yes.
Stop eating the brownies.
Definitely.
Fear of failure made your list, and I found this so interesting because I think a lot of people, I should say, I don't think a lot of people would identify themselves as fearful, but you say this fear creeps up a lot.
Yes, and not just fear of failure, but fear of looking silly, looking childish, looking dumb, making a mistake. I love it. In 1923, Babe Ruth, he broke the record for the most home runs and also the most strikeouts in the same season. So if we're going to succeed in anything, we have to be willing to fail as often as we're willing to succeed.
We have to swing for it. We have to take the hits.
Right. And I think it was Michael Jordan who's sports analogies.
Look at you, yeah.
I know. My husband would be so proud. But I think he said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I've heard that. Yeah,
right?
I like that.
So it's like, go for it this year. Go for it. Be willing to look silly, to have fun, to be more playful, and try new things.
What's some words we can tell ourselves to kind of encourage us toward that conquering that fear of failure? I
embrace imperfection in order to grow. I'm willing to be imperfect, and that's okay, because that's part of growth. I remember my dad saying, you know, you only learn from your successes that you're amazing. Really, you learn from your failures, like the lessons you need to learn. Success just teaches you that you're awesome, which isn't true.
Not all the time.
Right. Failures are what really teach you those important life lessons.
I like that.
Humility and to rely on other people and how much we need each other.
You find a lot of people's unhappiness stems from this thought process of living in the past and living on and living for what used to be.
Yeah. We keep ourselves in an emotional prison through regret, through going over mistakes or maybe bad things that have happened to us. And those things impact us. But what happened, happened. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can do about it. So if we live right now, it's pretty good. You know? It's pretty good, and we can create the future. We cannot change the past. And so the mantra is, I accept what is.
I accept what is.
I accept what is, and I look forward to the future with joy, because I'm in charge of that. I can create that. I can't change the past.
The scarcity mentality made your list as maybe a source of unhappiness.
Yes. Now think about how you feel when someone else has a big success. Sometimes it's easy to celebrate, but sometimes it feels like, oh, we make it mean something about us.
Yeah.
Oh, they found a relationship and I didn't, or they got a promotion and I didn't. That's scarcity mentality, the belief that there's not enough success, love, joy to go around. That if someone else has it, then it takes something away from me. So giving that up and moving to an abundance mentality where there is love overflowing, there's joy and success for everyone. And I can celebrate yours, you can celebrate mine. And I think that's just it's such a better place to live than fearing that if someone has something, it's taking something away from me.
Well, and we've talked about this before, and you taught me this, and it stuck with me, that idea that if somebody else accomplishes something you want, it's proof it can be done. It's proof that you too.
Inspiring. Yay,
yeah, it is.
I can do it too.
Very inspiring.
Yeah.
All right, number 6, we're giving up the responsibility for other people's feelings. I think for moms in particular, this is really hard.
This is really, really hard. And as I've thought about this, here's why we need to give this up. If we feel responsible for other people's feelings, then we have to invest energy and time in protecting our own ego from feeling bad or feeling shame, right? So if my child is making mistakes that are hurtful, say they're doing drugs or something, if I make that about me, their life experiences are about me, then I have to prop myself up. No, I'm a good mom, rather than help them in their pain. So if I can let go of this is my responsibility, I'm more available to support and love and encourage other people, whether it's children or friends or other family members.
What's the mantra that can help support that idea?
I allow others to experience their emotions in order to grow.
Growth is kind of the operative word there.
Yeah, and we naturally want to take away other people's pain, but pain is what teaches us. It's so hard. Even little kids, they learn through making mistakes and having that pain. If we try to take it away, we're robbing them of those growth experiences that make us who we are.
A powerful conversation to kickstart what I think is going to be a great new year. Julie, thank you so much.
Thanks, Brooke.
We appreciate it. We also want to mention you have therapy offices located in Orem, Salt Lake, and Bountiful. How can people set up an appointment?
WasatchFamilyTherapy.com is the best way.
And you have an opportunity for people who might not be able to afford therapy to perhaps have a session.
Yeah, so we offer $50 sessions, which a lot of people don't know about. So it's really affordable, so anybody can get help.
Great. Julie, thank you.
Thanks, Brooke.
We'll be right back.